Welcome, please come in. My name's Marina and I will be taking you on a journey today with your personalised natural perfume workshop. This little workshop is all about calmness, intention and scent. Feel free to sit wherever would be most comfortable for you. So we'll start the session just me getting to know you a little bit more about your preferences around scents so that we can craft your perfect scent blend. How does that sound? Perfect. I'm just going to get my notepad out, bear with me. So can I first start by just confirming your name so I can have it on my notes? Perfect. And then just to ask you a little bit about your preferences in terms of scents, would you say that you prefer floral, herbal, citrus, woody, or something smoky out of your preferences there? Great, thank you. And what season do you feel most connected to? Is it spring, summer, or winter, or autumn even? Great, thank you. And do you have a scent that you wear most often? And if you could describe it to me just in case I don't know it. Okay. And do you have any scent preferences in the sense that there are any scents that you strongly avoid? Okay. And do you prefer subtle or strong scents? And do you prefer sort of scents that linger or fade quickly? Okay. And do you have any scents that remind you of happy memories or specific people that you'd like us to incorporate in the workshop today? Oh, thank you for sharing, that's lovely. And do you have any emotions or moods that you associate with certain scents that you'd also like to incorporate? Okay, thank you. And how would you describe your ideal scent? Okay, perfect. So I've noted that all down, and I think that's really going to help us today to have a look at potential combinations. So we can begin now if you are ready. Okay, so based on the answer you provided me today, we're going to delve into the beautiful world of aromatherapy and natural kind of perfumery. So we're going to be using sort of natural pure essential oils, plant extracts, dried botanicals, depending on what I think is best for you, to create something truly special. There's no harsh chemicals here, it's just kind of the magic of nature, which I think is really lovely. So thank you for joining me on this workshop today. So if you have a look here, everything you see is at your disposal. So we have a selection of essential oils, tinctures and natural ingredients, and I'll guide you through each step to kind of create your own bespoke perfume. But I think to start with, it'll be really good to just start exploring our selection of scents, and I'll kind of guide you more towards ones I think would work for you best based on your answers. How does that sound? Perfect. So let's start exploring a selection of scents that I think would be right for you, and we'll go through different ones, and what I'd really like is you just to tell me how you feel when you smell them. Is it something you like, that resonates well with you, or something you'd like to avoid? And there's no right or wrong answer, it's whatever kind of you feel in the moment, so no worries about getting it right or wrong. So I'm going to go with quite a classic scent to start with. So this is lavender. So this is a really classic calming fragrance. It's known for its relaxing properties. You want to have a little smell. Lovely, isn't it? So it's very floral, soothing, and this is Bulgarian lavender. So it's a particularly sweet and complex variety. How do you feel about that one? Sure. So now I'm going to move on to sandalwood. So this is quite a grounding and woody scent. It's often used as a base in note in perfumes. So just have a smell there. So it's quite warm and earthy and slightly sweet. What do you think of this one? Okay. So the next one I think would work for you is this jasmine scent. So it's very soft, rich scent, and it smells very much warm and dreamy, is how I describe it, but I'll let you describe how you think it is. Yeah. So an interesting fact about jasmine is that it blooms at night. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that's quite a nice one. So now let's move on to cedarwood. So it's quite woody, this one. So let's see what you think of this one. Yeah? Okay. You see, I'm just showing you a variety. And then I've also got this neroli that I think you might really like. So this actually comes from orange blossoms. It's kind of fresh, floral and green, and it smells really much like spring, is how I describe it. I'll let you have a scent there. Yeah. Fantastic. And then I've also got this beautiful rose otto scent. And this is kind of the heart of so many classic perfumes, if you want to have a smell. So for me, I would say that it really smells like petals. It's quite deep and romantic, I would say, and timeless as well. So there's something really lovely about that. That's that one. And then I have some frankincense here. So this is quite a sort of ancient scent that has a faint citrus glow. A lot of people say it's quite sacred as well, but I think it's quite calming as well. So have a sniff and let me know what you think there. Okay. And then last one I just wanted to show you is yuzu. So this is quite bright actually. It's zesty, joyful, I would say, but very citrusy. So I will just let you have a smell and let me know what you think. Yeah, I think it's quite an uplifting scent. so that's quite nice as well. So what are your thoughts on these sort of scents? Yeah, okay. So I'm kind of just going to write this down because I just don't want to forget which ones you prefer. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about fragrance notes. So think of your perfume kind of like a musical composition. It's got essentially three main elements: top notes, middle notes and base notes. And the top notes are really the first impression, so the scent that you smell immediately. They're usually light and fresh and fade away quickly. So examples of this can be kind of citrus and herbs. Then you've got middle notes, also called heart notes, which is what I love to call them. And these form the core of the perfume. So they're a little bit more complex and last longer than top notes. And floral and spices often play this role. And then finally, you've got those base notes, which are the foundation. They're rich, deep and long lasting, and they anchor the other notes and give the perfume really a lot of staying power. So you've typically for this kind of got woods, resins and musks that are commonly base notes. So based on that, I think we are good to start blending your perfume. So I've got your preferences noted down here. So let's start. So just to note, we'll be using this jojoba oil. Now this oil, I haven't kind of shown it to you before, just because this is really essentially a carrier oil. It's stable and odorless, so that's going to help dilute the essential oil safely. It's also very moisturising, so that's a positive thing. But yeah, you can have a smell if you want, but nothing, nothing special. It's just odorless. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look. So let's start with 10 millimeters of this jojoba oil. And we're going to start with your base notes. So remember, these are the ones that are going to stay the longest on your skin, and we'll build from there. Now, I think from the selection that you've told me, I think the best sort of base note would be frankincense. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We'll just do 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fantastic. Do you want to have a smell so far? Lovely. Now let's move on to our heart notes. So just looking at what you said to me, I think we can sort of mix rose otto oil with the neroli oil. How does that sound? Yeah? Okay, I'm just going to add a few drops of that. Perfect, thank you so much. And then for our final top note, I know you mentioned you really like the lavender scent, so how does that sound to add? Okay, I'll just add 1 drop. 1. Perfect, so I'm just going to mix this up for you. Just want to make sure all the scents are blended nicely. Okay, perfect. So have a smell of this and let me know what you think. A bit more lavender, no problem. Let me add that now. So just add 2 drops. 1, 2. Perfect. So I'm just going to mix it again. Do you want to smell again? Yeah, that smells really nice. Well, there you have it. Your very own custom natural perfume. So I will give this to you to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this little perfume workshop. We've put together something really fabulous, I think, and would love to see how your friends and family and colleagues kind of react to the scent. So let me know after once you go out at this workshop. I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel relaxed, inspired, and that you have really a beautiful, unique fragrance to enjoy. Okay, it was lovely meeting you and going through all the scents and everything and making this specialised blend for you. I hope you have a lovely time and I wish you the very best. Okay, take care. Bye bye.